Did you know that according to a 2023 report from the National Institutes of Health, up to 35% of older adults in the U.S. have low vitamin D levels, and that this can also increase the risk of falls and fractures by 20 to 30%? Additionally, vitamin B12 deficiency is common in seniors over 60, affecting up to 10%, and it can also lead to fatigue, nerve damage, and cognitive issues, as noted in U.S. pharmacist data from 2010 with ongoing trends in 2025. With nutrient absorption declining after 60, many turn to vitamins, but not all are worth it. Some are essential, while others are overrated and can even cause harm. U.S. doctors from the AHA and NIH emphasize that targeted vitamins can fill gaps to support bone health, energy, and immunity, but overloading on unnecessary ones wastes money and also risks side effects like kidney strain. In this video, we'll count down 4 must-take vitamins you should consider daily, doctor-backed for seniors. The number 1 can cut bone loss risks by 30 to 50%. Then, 4 overrated ones to skip, with the top one potentially increasing toxicity by 20 to 30% in excess. Imagine optimizing your vitamins to feel stronger and sharper. This could be the boost your body needs. Before we dive in, a key disclaimer. This is informational content based on research from NIH, AHA, and CDC. It's not personal advice. Always consult your doctor before starting or stopping vitamins, especially with conditions or meds. What works for one might not fit another. Now tell us in the comments your age and where you're watching from. We're replying to all. Which vitamin do you take? Hit like and subscribe for more tips. Without further ado, let's start with the must-takes, beginning at number 4. Starting our countdown at number 4, magnesium is a must-take vitamin for seniors over 60, as it supports muscle function, heart health, and energy levels that often decline with age. U.S. doctors from the NIH and Mayo Clinic recommend it because deficiency affects up to 50% of older adults, and that this can also lead to fatigue, cramps, and bone weakness. A 2025 study in the Journal of the American Medical Doctors Association found that higher magnesium intake halves the risk of frailty in seniors with a hazard ratio of 1.90, and that it can also improve cognitive scores by 10 to 15%. Additionally, research from 2021 in PMC shows magnesium supplements can reduce depressive symptoms by 20 to 30% as an adjunct therapy. Scientifically, magnesium regulates over 300 enzymes, including those for nerve signaling and muscle contraction, and this can also prevent arrhythmias by stabilizing heart rhythms so that it protects against cardiovascular events in older adults. Take Joan, a 68-year-old retiree from Florida who felt constant tiredness and leg cramps. Her doctor tested for deficiency and prescribed magnesium. Within weeks, her energy rebounded and she could garden without pain. Doctors recommend 320 milligrams daily for women and 420 for men over 60, from food like nuts or supplements if needed. Pair with meals to avoid stomach upset. But number 3 is crucial for your bones. At number 3, calcium is essential for seniors over 60 to maintain bone density and prevent fractures, and U.S. doctors from the Bone Health and Osteoporosis Foundation back it as a daily must with vitamin D. Deficiency affects many older adults, and this can also raise osteoporosis risks by 30 to 50%. The NIH's 2025 fact sheet notes calcium helps absorb with D to protect bones, and that adequate intake can reduce fracture risks by 10 to 20% in those over 65. A 2018 PMC review showed it prevents and treats osteoporosis, cutting bone loss by 15 to 25%. Harvard Health from 2022 adds 500 to 700 milligrams daily with D preserves density. Scientifically, calcium builds bone matrix and regulates muscle contractions, and this can also aid blood clotting and nerve function so that it supports heart rhythms and prevents cramps in aging bodies. Consider Frank, a 72-year-old from Texas with thinning bones. His doctor prescribed calcium supplements, and after months, scans showed improved density, reducing his fracture fear. Recommended dose is 1,200 milligrams daily for women over 50 and men over 70 from dairy or supplements, split doses for absorption. Number 2 tackles nerve and energy woes. Number 2 is vitamin B12, vital for seniors over 60 to combat fatigue and nerve damage from common deficiencies, and doctors from the NIH recommend it daily as absorption drops with age. Up to 10 to 15% of older adults lack it, and that this can also cause anemia and cognitive fog. The NIH's 2025 fact sheet states B12 maintains red blood cells and nerves, and that supplementation can improve energy by 15 to 25% in deficient seniors. A 2017 AAFP review linked deficiency to neuropsychiatric symptoms reversible with doses. 2022 Everlywell notes 2.4 micrograms daily prevents issues. Scientifically, B12 aids DNA synthesis and myelin sheets for nerves, and this can also prevent megaloblastic anemia, so that it boosts mood and cognition in older adults. Take Maria, a 65-year-old from California with tingling hands and tiredness. Tests showed B12 deficiency, and supplements restored her vitality within weeks. Doctors suggest 2.4 micrograms daily from meat or supplements if vegan. Take with food. Finally, number 1 shines for bones and immunity. Topping our list at number 1, vitamin D is a doctor-backed essential for seniors over 60 to strengthen bones and immunity, preventing falls and infections. The NIH's 2025 fact sheet warns deficiency hits 35% of older adults, and that this can also raise fracture risks by 20 to 30%. A 2025 U.S. pharmacist update notes 800 to 1,000 IU daily protects telomeres for longevity. Mayo Clinic from 2024 states it absorbs calcium to cut osteomalacia. Harvard's nutrition source adds it reduces CVD by 10 to 20%. Scientifically, vitamin D regulates calcium uptake for bone mineralization, and this can also modulate immune cells to fight inflammation, so that it guards against autoimmune diseases and infections in aging bodies. Recall Susan, a 70-year-old from Florida with frequent falls. Low D levels were the issue, and supplements improved her balance and strength. Recommended 800 to 2,000 IU daily from sun or supplements. Test levels with your doctor. Now that we've covered what to take, let's shift to 4 overrated vitamins to avoid, starting with number 4. Starting our countdown of overrated vitamins at number 4, high-dose vitamin E, often taken for antioxidant benefits, is one to avoid after 60, as U.S. doctors warn it can increase bleeding risks and may not deliver the heart protection once thought. While low doses from food are fine, supplements over 400 IU daily are problematic, and that this can also raise prostate cancer risks by 17% in men, per a 2011 SELECT trial update in 2024. The NIH's 2025 fact sheet notes excess E can interfere with blood clotting, and that it may cause hemorrhagic stroke in seniors by 20 to 30%. A 2024 AARP article highlights it's overrated for cognitive health, with no proven benefits for Alzheimer's prevention. Scientifically, vitamin E in excess acts as a blood thinner that disrupts vitamin K function, and this can also lead to internal bleeding or interactions with meds like warfarin, so that it's risky for older adults with heart conditions or on anticoagulants. Take Harold, a 68-year-old from Texas who took high-dose E for heart protection, but experienced bruising and fatigue. His doctor linked it to excess, and stopping resolved the issues. Why avoid? It offers little extra benefit beyond diet, and overload harms more than helps. Get it from nuts or spinach instead. Consult your doctor before high doses. But number 3 is often unnecessary and risky for your organs. At number 3, iron supplements are overrated and potentially harmful for seniors over 60 unless you're truly deficient, as U.S. doctors from the NIH caution that excess can build up and damage the liver or heart. Many older adults get enough from diet, and that this can also increase oxidative stress, leading to 20 to 30% higher risks of heart disease, per a 2024 Health Central article. The NIH's 2025 guidelines warn that iron overload affects up to 10% of seniors on supplements, and that it may cause constipation or gastrointestinal bleeding. A 2025 Best Life report lists it among worst for older adults due to accumulation risks. Scientifically, excess iron generates free radicals that oxidize cells, and this can also promote bacterial growth or hemochromatosis in genetically prone individuals, so that it's dangerous without blood tests confirming need. Consider Linda, a 65-year-old from California who took iron for energy but developed stomach pain and fatigue. Tests showed overload, and her doctor advised stopping, which cleared symptoms. Why skip? It's not needed if diet includes meat or greens, and overuse harms organs. Test levels first. Opt for food sources like spinach. Number 2 weakens bones over time. Number 2 is excess vitamin A, often in retinol form from supplements or liver, which U.S. doctors say is overrated for vision and immunity after 60, as it can accelerate bone loss and raise fracture risks. The NIH warns that intakes over 3,000 milligrams daily can cause hypervitaminosis A, and that this can also increase osteoporosis odds by 10 to 20% in seniors. A 2024 Health Central piece lists it as a worst supplement for older adults due to toxicity. Harvard's nutrition source from 2023 notes high A from supplements links to 20% higher hip fractures in women. Scientifically, too much preformed A interferes with vitamin D absorption for bone health, and this can also cause liver toxicity or birth defects if relevant, so that it's risky for older bones already thinning. Take George, a 70-year-old from Florida who supplemented A for eye health but suffered bone pain. Scans showed density loss, and reducing intake helped recovery. Why avoid? Beta-carotene from veggies is safer. Excess harms more than helps. Stick to 700 to 900 mcg daily from food. Test if concerned. Finally, number 1 is a daily staple that's often unnecessary. Topping our list at number 1, multivitamins are overrated for most seniors over 60 with balanced diets, as U.S. doctors from the AMA and NIH say they provide little benefit and can lead to overconsumption of certain nutrients. A 2023 AMA report notes multivitamins don't prevent chronic diseases in well-nourished adults, and that this can also waste money with risks of excess like vitamin A toxicity. A 2024 USPSTF update found no mortality reduction from multis in seniors, and that they may increase cancer risks slightly in some. 2025 videos and articles warn they're slowly damaging if not needed. Scientifically, multis often have imbalanced doses that don't address specific deficiencies, and this can also cause interactions or mask underlying issues in older adults. Recall Patricia, a 67-year-old from New York who took multis daily but felt no better. Tests showed no need, and stopping saved money without harm. Why skip? Focus on targeted vitamins if deficient. Multis overrate broad coverage. Prioritize whole foods. Discuss with your doctor for tests. So, there you have it, the 4 must-take vitamins that can make a real difference after 60, along with 4 overrated ones to skip. From magnesium that supports muscle and heart health while also reducing fatigue by 15 to 25%, to calcium that strengthens bones and cuts fracture risks by 10 to 20%, vitamin B12 that boosts energy and nerve function to combat deficiencies affecting up to 15% of seniors, and vitamin D that enhances immunity and bone density to lower falls by 20 to 30%. These doctor-backed essentials fill key gaps, and they can also promote vitality and independence as you age. On the flip side, the overrated ones like high-dose vitamin E that increases bleeding risks by 20 to 30%, iron supplements, unless deficient, which can cause organ overload in 10% of users, excess vitamin A that weakens bones and raises fracture odds by 10 to 20%, and multivitamins that offer little benefit for well-nourished folks while risking imbalances, these are often unnecessary, and avoiding them saves money while preventing potential harm. The takeaway? Focus on targeted vitamins based on tests, combine with a nutrient-rich diet, and monitor with your doctor so that you get results without overdoing it. Small daily habits like this can add healthy years. One more reminder. This is general info from sources like NIH and AHA. It's not your plan. Vitamins can interact with meds or conditions, so always consult your doctor before changes. Now, which vitamin will you add or avoid? Share in the comments. We're replying to all. Your input helps others. Thanks for watching. Smart vitamin choices keep you strong. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for more tips. Stay healthy. We'll see you next.